Are you constantly freezing even when the heat's blasting and you're bundled up in a sweater? If you're on Ozempic or Mounjaro or Tirzepatide, this is really common and I've got you covered. So stick with me and you'll be warmer in no time. I'm Carrie and I'm a nurse practitioner who's lost over 50 pounds on compounded Tirzepatide, and I've lost over 115 pounds from my highest weight. And yep, I'm dealing with this exact cold struggle right now too. But the great news, there are clear reasons why your body is doing this, and more importantly, there are fast, practical ways to warm up and stay comfortable without derailing your progress. Today, I'm breaking it all down, why so many of us experience it, and the simple steps that I use myself and also recommend to patients to finally feel cozy warm again. Just a quick disclaimer, this video is for information only and nothing in here should be taken as medical advice. Okay, so let's get right into it. First off, this isn't usually a direct side effect of the medication itself. No, this chill is more about the rapid weight loss and how your body is adapting to it. And there are a few things going on inside our bodies when we're losing weight that make us feel like we've just stepped into a freezer naked. The first thing is, number one, you're losing some of your insulating body fat. If you think about it, the fat under our skin is like a built-in blanket. And as we shed pounds quickly on Tirzepatide, Semaglutide, retatrutide, or any of the GLP-1s, we lose this layer of insulation, and it's literally like taking off a coat that you've been wearing. So it makes sense that you're going to be more sensitive to the cold, and especially in your hands and in your feet, since your body prioritizes keeping your core warm, and it really just doesn't care as much about your toes and your fingers as it does about your heart and your lungs. Number two, your metabolism actually slows down a bit during weight loss. When you're in a sustained calorie deficit, which frankly is the point of taking these medications for weight loss, right? Appetite control. Anyway, in that sustained calorie deficit, your body goes into kind of a conservation mode. And this is called adaptive thermogenesis. Your body will recognize that there's less energy coming in from food, so it's going to dial back on the energy that it uses. Your metabolism will slow down a bit and you're going to burn less calories. Less calories burned means less internal warmth, and less internal warmth is just another way to say, I feel cold. Okay, number three, eating less food overall reduces the heat that you get from digesting that food. There's this thing called the thermal effect of food. Basically, what it means is that processing meals, especially protein and carbohydrates, generates some body heat. So when you cut back on how much you're eating, you lose that bonus warmth that you were getting before the meds just because you were eating more than you really needed. Okay, and fourth, muscle loss, especially if you're not strength training. You know, our muscles help generate heat, and so the more muscle you lose along with the fat, the colder that you're going to feel. So strength training really is key here. And for me, that icy cold feeling kicked in after a few weeks when the weight really started to come off. I might be absolutely fine one day, and then suddenly I'm layering up like it's winter in the mountains. Wait, it is actually winter here. But seriously, it's often temporary. Your body eventually is going to adjust to a new normal as you stabilize at a new weight, and it's going to ease up when you're in maintenance. Before we talk solutions, I want you to hit the subscribe and tap that bell now. It only takes 2 seconds and it really helps. Okay, so now how do we fix this? Because nobody wants to be freezing all the time. Here's what works for me to keep me warm. I absolutely live in layers. I picked up a cozy secondhand wool sweater at a thrift store because I'm frugal. That my daughter would actually tell you that I'm cheap. Potato, right? Anyway, it's comfy and I basically live in it around the house. And the wool is magic for holding in the heat without being too bulky. But my absolute favorite are the electric heated slippers that my husband got me for Christmas. Seriously, best gift ever. Thank you, babe. He doesn't watch. Honestly, though, they are a complete game changer. You turn them on and my toes go from ice blocks to absolute paradise in a matter of minutes. Maybe even seconds if I warmed them before I put them on. So toasty. In fact, here, let me show you. I'm wearing them right now. These things are rechargeable, so no batteries to deal with, and they work all day long. No more frigid feet while I'm editing videos or seeing patients virtually or just sitting around watching YouTube. I'll link them in the description below. So grab yourself a pair. They've been an absolute lifesaver for me. All right, so insulating and heating with sweaters and slippers helps a lot, but warming from the inside really helps even more. So don't forget to get up and move. If I've been stuck at my desk for too long and I'm feeling really chilled, I like to get up, do a quick walk around the house, maybe some stretches, or even better, some actual exercises like some squats or some push-ups. And okay, who am I kidding? I can't even do a single push-up, but I do modified push-ups. Anyway, that movement both boosts circulation and generates natural internal heat that will keep you warm for quite a while. And speaking of heating from the inside, don't forget the warm drinks. I actually keep a hot mug of coffee, tea, or chocolate in my hands almost all day long. And wrapping your fingers around that warm ceramic is so comforting. It instantly takes the chill out of my hands, and the steam rising up just feels amazing on the face. Plus, sipping something warm throughout the day helps you stay hydrated, and it also gives your body a little internal boost of heat without adding a ton of calories, as long as you're not loading up your coffee, tea, or chocolate with a bunch of sugar. And then holding the warm mug just makes a huge difference when my fingers start feeling like ice again. But if this coldness is really, really hitting hard for you, I recommend you chat with your healthcare provider, because there are other things like low iron and low thyroid, as well as other conditions that can also make you feel cold. Though honestly, for most of us, it's just our bodies adapting to the weight loss. So if you're dealing with this cold struggle, like I am, drop me a comment below. What tricks do you use? Heated blankets? Extra socks? Share your stories. I love hearing from you. Thumbs up if this helped. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.